Hi guys, I have the absolute pleasure to be here with Natalie and Femi. They are amazing business owners. They own Haven Spa. So I met you quite some time ago. You're kind of the front runner. You run the business and you do more of the back end.
That's right.
That's true.
Amazing. So I met you guys at your other location.
That's right.
You guys have now kind of expanded. And where are you guys currently? What's your address?
So we are located at 6547 Mississauga Road, Unit A, which is right at the intersection of Mississauga Road and Erin Mills.
Perfect. So with that being said, what do you guys do here?
So our services are a variety of aesthetic services and medical spa services as well. So we do waxing, manicure, pedicures. We do all facial treatments. Actually, we specialize in facial treatments. So anywhere from the basic hydrating treatment, if you're dehydrated skin, to the more advanced microneedling, if you have pigmentation, scarring, or in large pores that you want to treat. You go a little bit more aggressive with the microneedling and also photofacial, which is done with the IPL.
What's a photofacial?
So we actually use the IPL machine.
Wait a minute. For everyone watching who doesn't know much about this industry, what's IPL?
So IPL is intensive pulse light. It's where they use the light of the IPL or the laser to actually scatter the collagen in the skin to allow it to repair itself.
That's pretty cool.
So it depends on what you want to target. You can go anywhere from building collagen in your skin, also brightening, and also if you have vascular lesions or little spider veins, you can help to scatter that as well. So the blood is usually stuck in that area and the light is used to spread it out so that way you don't see that appearance anymore. And it also targets pigmentation. So sun damage or pigmentation done from scarring from acne, and it helps also with scarring. So if you have ice pick scars, scarring on the cheeks or the chin area from acne, it does help to smooth that skin back out. So renews the skin, so you have new skin again.
That's amazing. I feel like you guys do quite a lot here. And as I was coming in, there was kind of like a list of services that you guys do. I know you guys do manicure and pedicures. I didn't know you guys do R&T massages.
Yes, we do.
Amazing.
So registered massage therapy is more of a medical therapist. So she treats injury. If you have inflammation or if you've been injured in a car accident or if you're doing physiotherapy and you need more of a medical profession to treat you, that's what a massage therapist does. We do direct billing as well. So if you have insurance, we can directly bill your insurance company instead of you having to get the receipt and put it through yourself.
That's very convenient.
Yeah.
So can you tell me, you guys do so much here, you're fairly established. How long have you guys been doing this?
So we've actually been, I've actually started a mobile spa, I would say roughly around 2008. And the reason why we decided to open up Haven's Medi Spa, which was roughly around 2013, was the mobile became a little bit overwhelming because you do have to carry all your materials with you. You can do maybe a max of 4 clients per day, depending on where they're located. So I was located in the general area, Mississauga, Burlington, Brampton area. So if I had a client in Mississauga and one in Burlington, I'd have to take all my material and travel from location to location.
Right.
Which became a little overwhelming, and I had a lot of clients that I couldn't accommodate them all in one day. So I wanted to make sure that where I was going to be open in the location would be close enough where they can all come.
And it's easier for expansion.
That's
so
right.
you doing a brick and mortar gave you the ability to kind of expand your business in a sense.
That's correct, and it wouldn't just be solo myself and my husband.
Great. Well, thank you for doing that. So I know you guys have been doing it for some time. You have quite a list of services that you guys provide. But I also know that you guys are doing something a little bit different. You guys are now doing like a training facility. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did I phrase that right?
Yeah, so we haven't started yet.
Okay.
Still in the planning phase. And the reason for us venturing into that aspect of the industry is simply just because, we've had so many great people that have worked with us over the years. And one constant problem we always run into is, first of all, very challenging to find really good estheticians.
It is.
It is.
Really?
It is.
Okay.
And the folks that are ready and available for work, that are not currently employed, that are coming out of school, are not ready. So, not on them, but it's just...
It's the system.
The system, the training process, I think it's too much of a cookie cutter. It really doesn't get deep into having them industry ready. So it's a problem that we identified, and we're trying to put a solution on that by establishing sort of an aesthetics medical institute school, and trying to create great, ready for the industry estheticians coming out of school for the Mississauga, Brampton, Burlington, like the GTA as a whole. So yeah.
Now, where are you guys intending on doing that? Is it like an online sort of facility, or is it you come in to learn about it?
Yeah, so it's when you go to an aesthetic school, it's physical.
Okay.
It cannot be online.
Perfect.
Now, there are some certified courses that you do online. Product training and things like that can be done online to a certain extent. But a bulk of what an esthetician learns is hands-on in the spa, in the medical spa, with a theory and a practical aspect to it. So you get to come in class, you get a theoretical training, and then after that you get into the weeds of the practical, using the equipment, using the product, when I say equipment, it's a range of equipments, right? Depending on what it is that you're training. It can be like a super technology-based service like an IPL, or it could be a microdermabrasion, which also has a little bit of technology to it, but it's not a huge hunky machine. It's a small micro, where you have to have that experience, you have to have the flow to understand, to be able to connect the theory and the practical of being able to apply it to a client.
Got it.
Yeah.
So the time frame of this, is this something that you guys have in place now? People can apply to it? Or when are you intending to have it up and running?
No, it's a good question. So we are, again, like I said, in the planning phase. It's just putting together our, in-class theoretical training. The practical we already have down because we have the medical spa. So, I'm thinking in the next 6 to 8 months we'll be able to go full blown. So we're just putting the building blocks together right now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing that, especially because you have identified that there is a gap in the industry, and it has to kind of get better somehow.
Sure. Yeah.
And you guys have taken the initiative to be like, we'll make it get better because it's a challenge.
So we actually have Haven standards. So when we have a new hire, when they come in, they go through a training to make sure that everyone is uniformed, right? So each one of the staff know how we do things at Havens. And I would love to say that when our clients come in, that we want to make sure every time that we're uniform with the quality that we give. We want to make sure that each and every single one of our clients, if they decide that they want to change a esthetician today, that they will receive the same quality of treatment that they would with their first esthetician. Yeah. So with that standard created is what we want to now implement into the school. That we've noticed that there is a challenge when we do have new hire, that they're not all doing industry standard.
What do you think the biggest challenge is? Do you think it's with the technology or using the tools or the techniques?
That's a really good question.
Yeah. So
It's like off the cuff, friends. Like I'm just learning about this myself, so I'm just naturally curious about things. So sorry if I'm putting you on the on the spot.
It's a
But
good
yes.
question.
yeah. So I think when somebody goes to a 6 months program,
Yeah.
with a few different schools out there in the GTA that offers the program, they have the basics. They have the familiarity with the product names, with the services, with how things should generally go,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have what I would say the effective skills to really be able to deliver a great service that is not only great, satisfactory, and effective
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So they know enough to navigate the service, but not enough to be great at it. And at Havens, that's what all about that. It's
Yeah.
just, we want to deliver great service, great product consistently all the time for our clients. So it's value add for them, so that they see us as a medical spa they want to keep on coming back to because they're satisfied with their treatment. So in terms of what are the, if I say top 2 areas where estheticians are generally not ready, it's that, number 1. And then number 2,
Wait, what's that?
they not just having the basics,
The
but not
hands-on.
enough.
Got it. Okay.
And then the second part is the interpersonal skills required,
Okay.
right? Knowing how to communicate with a client.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Knowing how to
Oh.
communicate with a client, what the intake process should look like, what the outtake.
No, I know what you mean with the exit
Yeah.
strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you strike up a conversation?
A genuine
client,
human to
genuine
human.
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
During the service, when do you know to shut up?
Yeah, when don't strike up that
That's
conversation.
right.
I'm
Right.
sleeping,
Yeah.
just let me sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And conversations that really gear the clients towards making an informative decision about what next steps
Yes.
Yeah.
they want to take. Either, hey, I've been doing an hydrogen facial for so long, I like it, but I want to take the next step to a deep cleansing facial.
Yeah.
How do we help the clients navigate their way through that?
That's right.
Recommending the right stuff based on needs, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing we're very different here at Havens Med Spa is we're not aggressive on pushing products or anything like that on our clients. They come in for a service, we want to make sure they enjoy it. However, if we identify a problem or a potential need, we'll do everything we can to satisfy that, to help the client.
Yeah, it's all about education as well.
That's
So
right.
if you're like, all I want, because me personally, I'm notorious for, I only want a hot stone massage. It's really not doing anything. So then I had to go RMT because they're like, actually, your shoulder is about to break. So then I went RMT and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I see the difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
One's fluffy, one's like maintenance.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, we're solely on building lasting relationships. That's our goal. And once you build that relationship, then you earn that trust.
Exactly.
And once that trust is there, then you're able to, make recommendations that the clients will believe that you're looking at their interest, their best interest at heart.
You guys are, it's like a community. Like, I don't want to say business. It is a business, but it's more of like a connection. How can I guide you? How can I help you? How can I fulfill you in a sense?
Yeah.
So my next question is, what did you do before this? Because how did we get here? Usually there's some sort of a background that would indicate, like as you were talking and you were like, you have to learn or know how to communicate with your guests and know when to stop talking and know when to recommend something that they may potentially need. This reminds me of restaurants because that's essentially what it is. You gotta kind of premeditate their needs before they actually say they need it.
That's right.
So what'd you guys do before this?
Well, believe it or not, I've done aesthetics since out of high school.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done part-time jobs at in retail stores, as a teenager while in school. But I pretty much fell in love with aesthetics because being a young teenager, young adult, I had problem skin.
Okay.
So I had a lot of breakouts on my forehead, the cheeks. I struggle with it a lot, and kind of affects your self-esteem growing up.
Not kind of, like very much.
Lot.
Very much.
So I was really obsessed with getting rid of my problem skin, and while doing that, I actually learned a lot about products and how to clean the skin and how to treat the face. And it was a friend of mine that actually suggested, like, why not go into aesthetics, right? Since you love and you know so much about products and your own skin, like, why not go into aesthetics? I didn't even know what that was. So roughly around 2004 is when I actually enrolled into it was Britain Institute in Mississauga here. I enrolled into their program. I believe it was a 6-month program. You can actually do the full aesthetics program. So manicure, pedicure, wax, and facials.
Wow.
And I finished in 3 months.
Good for you.
I did it part-time and full-time. And I also started working a little bit earlier so that I can gain my hours. So long story short, I fell in love with what I was doing, and I've been doing it since.
Congrats. I will touch on that to say that you don't know how important something is until it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Because same thing, last year I had like a hormonal imbalance and I just like broke out.
Yeah.
And the second that happens for women, it's like a mad scramble because you're like, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm not walking around like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, once it like goes wrong,
yeah,
that's when you have to kick into high gear and you're like, how do I fix the thing that people see first?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you try a whole bunch of random different things and you figure out a lot of things don't work, and then you figure out what works for you, then you stick to it. But then, going into aesthetics and you realize there's lots of different skins. There's a lot of different environmental triggers. There is different foods that you eat that might trigger, and the hormonal shifts, right? So that's the part where I became a little bit more obsessed because I wanted to find out more and how can I help somebody else that is either going through what I've been through, because it takes a toll not only on your appearance but also your self-esteem,
your psyche.
Yeah, because your face is your appearance. Everyone sees that first, right? So being in aesthetics now and learning about my skin and I was still going through in the beginning stages of my aesthetics, right? I'm having my skin breaking out and people are asking me like, what are you doing for your skin and what's going on? And I can share and tell them like, I know I have adult acne and this is what's been going on, this is what I've been doing to treat it, and this is what I'm currently doing to clean it all up. Now to see my skin like this over the many years of treating myself,
Do you know, and this is like so off the cuff, do you know why you were breaking out previously?
I think it was, I didn't have the correct products.
Okay.
I did not have the right products. I was just using whatever mom or grandma had, right? So, and also I was going through hormonal shifts. I found out that roughly around 17, 18 is when I actually started to break out a lot more. And that's where like it became out of control, where, okay, I need something, I need advice, and then that's when I went to meet one of my friends, and then she read, you know a lot about skin, maybe you should, why don't you go into aesthetics? And this is where I am now.
I wish I would have come to you, honestly, because I didn't understand that it was a hormonal thing.
Yeah.
I thought like all my creams I just threw out because I'm like, it's one of them.
Wow.
And then it was still happening.
Yeah.
It's my soap, throw that out.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's what I'm eating. It's not that.
That's right.
So had I known, like it did take a couple months for it to just kind of dissipate, but the whole time I was like, someone tell me what's happening.
Well, it kind of, and I just want to add a little bit, actually went full blown when he actually had to go through his experience with Accutane. So then I learned.
I was even going to do it. Like, it was bad. And that's what people need to know. Maybe not bad, even if you're like, oh, it's mild. But for anyone to go from nothing to instantly something's going on with the thing you see first, it turns serious quickly. So we were considering Accutane. Okay. I've had some friends go on and they're like, it's the worst thing I've ever done.
He can explain it best.
This is just from personal experience.
Yeah.
So not based on medical advice or anything.
Absolutely.
you see a dermatologist, they'll evaluate your skin and would recommend Accutane. It's only a doctor that can recommend it. Everybody reacts to Accutane differently, in my opinion. The physiological responses are different. So a couple of things to be cautious of. The doctors will tell you it triggers many different type of responses in folks. So for me, I think I went through some of the typical drawbacks of Accutane, which is your skin goes really dark while it's doing its work internally, right?
How long?
I think I was on it for about 6 to 8 months.
Wow.
Or something like that. You had to do blood work every month. Just to make sure that
all the functions,
your liver, particularly the liver function, was still happening because of how potent the medication was, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this was
a long time ago.
This was a long time ago, maybe 2004, 2005.
I think it's still similar.
So, but I came out of it, done once and for all. I didn't have those type of acne where you could put your fingerprint on my face because you can see the pores was all under the skin, right? So you can hardly face down because you thought your face was gonna fall off. So Accutane worked for me.
Good.
I went through all the side effects of it. Went really dark, scarred up, and all that from the acne damage, not the Accutane damage. And then came out of it and the skin rejuvenated itself, obviously with Natalie's help, with skin knowledge, and got into a skincare routine.
Amazing.
As a guy, right?
Yeah.
Which is not something that men are actually educated about.
Oh yeah.
They don't.
It's probably harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the 3 basic steps: cleanse, tone, and moisturize.
Yeah.
And that is sustained me. You can't. Not trying to brag here, but you can't. You can't. If I show you pictures of that, you can't tell.
Yeah.
So it worked for me. But that was our personal experience.
Yeah.
As to part of the whole journey of how we got into this. My own background was more technical. I'm an introvert, she's an extrovert, so we complement each other. I do a lot of what happens in the background.
Yeah.
So, and I think it requires both to be able to run a successful, both and more, to be able to run a successful business. She's fantastic with people. I'm okay with people. I'm great behind the computer. I'm great for everything that a business needs to operate. So, so that's my contribution.
Amazing. So I think that we've taken a good amount of time to discuss, just in this little segment, acne and adult acne. But this is going to blow your mind because I know you don't know. We are still on the question, what did you do before this?
That's true. I come from a corporate background.
Okay.
And I'm still in corporate lifestyle to some extent. So, I come with a lot of, managerial experience, working with structure, working with different folks from different backgrounds. So that helps in the spa with being able to work with many different institutions and even people generally.
Yep.
Putting structures in place, putting processes in place.
Steps and procedures.
That's right, because that's the only way you can scale.
Yeah.
So that's my background, and that's how I'm able to leverage that experience from a secular work industry into and transition and help Natalie with the business. Yeah.
Well, I've had the best time sitting here and just kind of learning about everything you guys have to offer to the community and how I could have really used your resources a good year ago. But we live and learn. Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you would have wished that the community does know about?
I would love to say that we have an incredible team. Our team is like our family. We're a total of 13 together. Our front staff and our estheticians, our medical estheticians and our RMT they've been with us and they love the clients. They genuinely care about the place. We have a really great relationship, a very great chemistry, and the clients can feel and see that once they come in. It's more like a family environment. And Femi and I and Haven's Medi Spa would not be where we are today without them. So that they're a very big part of who we are.
Shout out, great staff, amazing. Because like we are all a community, and we can't.
Yes.
Even if it's outside of a business, we are all connected, and we can't do it without each other. If it's inside a business, you're even more connected, and we can't do it without each other. So that's amazing. Congratulations on having a really good team. Is there anything for yourself that you're like, I wish people knew this?
I think we're working on it right now and trying to market it more so it becomes even more aware driven, is our membership program. So
okay, can you tell me about it?
Yeah, so we launched our membership program in July this year, and it has 3 tiers in it. The first tier is the me time, and then we have the reinvigorate and the revive.
What is a membership program? What does that mean?
It's a great question. So a membership program is no different from a gym membership.
Okay.
In a sense, the way we structure the membership program for a spa. Now, just take that same mental model of membership at a gym or membership anywhere else. Same thing with a spa, but here it's more geared towards your skincare. You can find yourself in any of the 3 tiers that we offer.
Okay.
What is it that you do on a monthly basis that makes sense for you to be on a membership, because you do get fantastic perks. And
microderm,
yeah,
a moisturizing facial, and wait, I do microderm every week at home.
Okay.
You're probably like, that is not good for all right, we won't get into that. But microderm, and then a moisturizing facial and a massage.
Yeah.
So then what tier would I be in?
So I think go
The
ahead.
reinvigorate. Yeah, you would be in the 2nd tier or the 3rd tier, because we do have microdermabrasion facial treatments and our more advanced facial treatments. So for that tier, it's not for somebody that's not familiar with facial treatments, because it's a little bit more advanced. So we use more of our mechanicals.
Yeah.
So we have dermaplaning, microdermabrasion, we have deep our chemical peels. We have a deeper, more acne facial treatments. So for people who have cystic acne, we use more advanced products on their skin. So
amazing.
It's going to be a little bit more of an aggressive outcome.
Yeah.
However, it's going to give the results that they're looking for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
And then you also have your massages in there as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So it's totally based on what is it that you do very frequently, monthly, to be ideal, and being on a membership saves you.
That's right.
As opposed to coming in and buying the service by itself, which is going to be a little bit more pricier. There, like I said, tons of perks in the membership. You get discount off of products. You get some other things that we threw in there recently.
Promotion for your birthday.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah. So it's great. So we're continuing to drive awareness more to it, but that's something that is recent that I don't think a lot of people are familiar with just yet.
Amazing. Well, I'm happy that we can kind of tell everyone in the community about it here. Okay, guys. So I have it backwards. I just went to go cut and be like, we're done. And I turned around and I looked on their shelf and I was like, oh my God, what are these masks? You guys have jelly masks. And she was like, they're incredible. We didn't even talk about them. And I'm like, so let's talk about them. Okay, tell me about these masks. You said there's 6 on your shelf, 6 different kinds, shall we say, but there's really 13. There's tons of them.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm holding 2 of them.
Yes.
What am I holding? Can you tell me about these?
So these ones are retail packaged hydrogelly mask. There's 2 inside. You do get a bowl and a mixer as well. So pretty much what the hydrogelly does is infuse whatever products you put on the skin much deeper into the skin. And each one of the hydrogellies are different treatments. So if you have, for example, cystic acne, or if you're acne prone, or excessive oil, or prone to blackheads as well, you'll find that the Super Green Strength Hydro Jelly Mask will help to minimize the amount of oil that is being produced into the skin. It will actually help to balance out the pH level as well, and also help to tighten the pores. And depending on what you put on the skin, it'll actually penetrate that in a lot deeper into your skin. So it's absolutely amazing. It's actually new into Canada.
Oh,
I think
great.
we've been in Canada now for about a month, roughly a month. Estimax, the company. So we've actually super excited about it. We actually send out, been sharing videos and how it's actually been applied and removed as well. But it's a great addition to your skincare routine. So you can apply it to deep cleansing facial treatments, micro facial treatments, even the micro needling, quote unquote vampire facials. You can apply the intensive care to help to calm the skin, reduce redness, help to infuse moisture into the skin, and to repair any damage that was done.
So if I'm understanding you properly, how I'm thinking about this is like doing your hair. So you do shampoo, conditioning, and then like a deep treatment, and it like penetrates it more.
That's right. Perfect example.
I was just about to say, I felt like a genius with that one. Okay, so can we just quickly talk about the different kinds and which ones I would use? So sometimes, it's like so vain, sorry, but I need to know which one I would use. Sometimes I have really dry skin.
Yeah.
What do we do?
So I would actually choose the intensive care for you.
But there's so much more over here.
There's antioxidants. There's also the gold treatment.
Ooh,
which
what
is
does the
for
gold
collagen.
do?
Yeah, that helps to infuse collagen, boost collagen development in the skin. The Egyptian rose is for somebody that is more like rosacea prone, very red to their appearance, for very sensitive skin. That one is absolutely amazing. That one is for more of our anti-aging, brightening.
I need like
and tightening.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what your skin needs. There is a treatment. There's a mask for all of them.
Amazing.
And all of these are incorporated into facial treatments.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Wait a minute.
What do you mean? Including facials.
Facial, yeah. Facial for.
Oh wow.
Okay, so we have so much more to talk about. We're never going to end this interview because I know exactly what you're talking about. But firstly, because you touched on two different things.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to touch on the second one though. Okay, so sorry mom. We touched on two different things.
Yes.
One, you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. When you get a facial here, this goes with it?
It's an add-on. So you can actually choose. We have about 3 facial treatments that it's into the treatment. And then you have the more lighter treatments like the hydrating, maybe a deep cleansing that you can actually add the mask on as an add-on.
Okay, got it. But you did say there's 3 that like it comes with it as like a little
So our detoxifying gel treatment is where we actually have the mask infused. So the super green for somebody who has acne prone skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also have it included in, I can't remember which one of our membership, right?
So yes.
Yeah.
So on the membership, our first tier, it is discounted. It's about $10 to add it on to the treatment.
Amazing.
And for the other 2 tiers that we have, tier 2 and 3, it's complimentary in any facial treatment, including the vajacial.
That's what I want to get to. Okay. So I don't know how you're gonna tell everyone who doesn't know what that is. Okay, so a vajacial is pretty much a facial for the private area. Oh, you did that well. I would have giggled like a schoolgirl. Good for you. Okay, so like, what does that encompass?
So it's pretty much the top part of the bikini line and the side of the bikini line.
Okay.
When you do either shaving or waxing, females and males are prone to ingrown hairs.
Okay.
And usually the hair is trapped underneath. Sometimes it can get irritated where it becomes itchy and can turn into a boil.
Yeah.
So what we try to do during the treatment is to actually extract any blackheads that's been built up in that area and remove any of the hairs that are ingrown where you can't physically try to remove it by yourself. During the treatment, we also, depending on who's needed, like so if they have pigmentation damage due to breakouts, we'll do micro treatments on top of it as well.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you're dehydrated, this is where the Hydro Jelly add-on comes in. You can actually infuse moisture into the area and help to calm it, tighten the pores because they're usually larger pores there. Tighten those pores up and minimize that oil that is being produced in there that's causing that breakout, the acne breakout.
This is actually more of a treatment than I thought it would be. You know, like something hot stone massage. It's a treatment, but it's more fluffy. This is like it's actually kind of mandatory.
Yes.
Every step I was like, oh, I can see why you'd need that, and yeah, that's good too. And
Yeah.
oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Is there anything out here? Let me look around to see whether there's something else I want to talk about before I end this interview and then have to restart it again.
So maybe one thing we didn't talk about
Okay.
is our teeth whitening. We just launched that about a month ago.
Yes.
Yeah, so
You guys do everything.
well, we're a medical spa.
Okay. So yes.
So Vivian White is industry leader, probably perhaps the best with their product. Sorry, and that's the brand that we use in here for the teeth whitening. It's incorporated into one of our membership tiers as well. I think tier 3, complimentary, right? Once a year. So this is fantastic, right? So it's there's 2 versions to it.
Okay.
One is the CP and the HP, hydrogen peroxide. So the HP is what we offer in terms of instant application of the service. You want to see sort of immediate improvement, 60% HP concentration applied with the blue light.
That was my question.
Our blue light equipment that helps to apply. It's about a 15-minute treatment.
It's
Two, three sessions.
Yes.
Sorry, 1-5 or 5-0?
No, 1-5
15 minute
per session.
Okay.
And it's about a 45-minute
That's
session,
correct.
so you get about 3 doses or 3 sessions within there, and it's incredible.
Yes.
You many shades brighter and wider.
That's right.
How long? Sorry, go ahead.
No, many shades brighter and wider. That's the goal. So the other version of this is CP.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what CP stands for right now. It's more of an at-home.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is here.
That's right.
Okay.
So you can buy it here, take it home. It's for folks that maybe have sensitive gum. It's a slower way to get there, but you can absolutely do it at home. But if you're looking for a fast, quick, an hour, my teeth is many shades wider. You do the HP, we do it inside here at the spa with the equipment.
Okay, I have a question. So with the in-house teeth whitening system, how often, so I know I'm coming 3 times, how often do you recommend I come?
You're not coming 3 times. When you're here for the teeth whitening, it's 3 sessions within that hour.
Oh, you do. So it's
15-minute
once.
session.
I'm coming here 1 day.
That's
Yes.
right.
And within the hour, I do it 3 times.
That's right.
Oh.
So then
Have
you
you
get
cleared that up?
You safely get that desired color or that brightening that you're looking for in the
Correct.
teeth. So we do 15 minutes, we do a check, and then if you're not at the desired color, then we do another 15 minutes and we check once again. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And how do you feel? I've only looked this way. Did we miss any? Okay, well, Dermalogica, my best friend's obsessed with that. So there's tons. They have so many products here that you guys can utilize. They have so many services here that you guys can utilize. As you can see, like I could be here all day doing products and talking about things. Is there anything that you feel people need to know about?
Pretty much you've featured everything except for our PCA. So PCA is also a very well-known skincare line.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, PCA.
So we have PCA skin products that we do also use in our treatments. And one of our absolutely amazing product that we use is the detoxifying gel.
Okay.
So the detoxifying gel is used in our detoxifying gel acne treatment.
Yeah.
And that is for people who struggle with cystic acne, which is the acne that's more under the skin that you can't exactly extract.
Yeah.
So you need a more active product to penetrate into the pores that can actively break down the bacteria that causes that acne to form under the skin. So PCA is also used in our microneedling treatments. We do use the hyaluronic acid. And just to give you a little bit of a background, hyaluronic acid is really good. It pulls moisture from inside the skin. It also pulls moisture from whatever products you put on the skin. And with PCA, which is a third step, it pulls moisture from the air.
Oh.
So if it's a rainy day, you're having a good day. Lots of hydration will be penetrated into the skin based on that hyaluronic acid pulling that from 3 different areas. It's an amazing product.
Yeah.
Very active. The ingredients are immediate. You see the effects immediately once applied onto the skin.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so not only do they have really great, like these are things that people can come in and purchase.
That's right.
They also use these products
That's right.
in your day-to-day services.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. I think we've covered most of what you guys do here. You guys have so much more. We didn't even go into manicure, pedicure, because that's actually how I started with you guys. Or was it official?
And the hot stone.
It could have been a hot stone. I met them such a long time ago. I think I started with a manicure.
Yes.
And you guys do your we're not even going to get into it, but they do their manicures very different. It was more of a gentle approach. I'm not going to rip off all your cuticles or your nails to give you shellac. So it was a more palatable approach in the sense that your nails will still grow afterward. I don't know about you guys, but after shellac like 4 times, my nails like paper thin. So yeah, you guys do a lot here, but you do it well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So yes, if you guys are looking for any of the umpteen services they provide here or the products they sell, please drop in. They would love to see you. Thank you for watching, and as always, like, comment, and share. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.